Hello and welcome back. Thank you very much for still sticking with us. Of course you would. You love us, don't you? This is still Hello Nigeria, and as we promised earlier on the show, we have a beautiful surprise for you to start off your weekend on a wonderful note. They're opera singers, and today we'll be listening to the delightful, sonorous voices of Jeo OparaManuIke as well as Teuta Nicolet. You're most welcome to Hello Nigeria.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming. I think you're okay. We've had one or two opera singers, but with regards to a live performance, you're probably the first on the show. So we really thank you for coming. Now you're here, and you are there's something happening. But before I get to that, Jeo, you were a chemical engineer turned opera singer. How did that happen?
Well, it's all about passion. Alongside I was studying my chemical engineering, I was also so much involved in music. So after that, I felt like, okay, why don't you follow your passion? And I did.
All right, so you followed your passion.
Yeah.
Are you glad you did?
Very, very glad.
Would you go back if you were given the chance?
I don't think so. I'm happy where I am.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm really glad to hear that. Now, we're coming to Teuta in a moment, but just to ask you, Jeo, at what point did you know? Because opera singing is unique. It's different. Not every singer can be an opera singer. Yeah. At what point did you know that your voice had that rich texture to be able to handle opera singing?
I think I started singing solos in 1998 thereabouts, but I didn't have in mind that I'm going to do this until I got into Lagos, where I joined Mizon. Then that was in 2003. I felt like, okay. Around 2007, I started doing some international exams. Right. Then by 2008, I was sure of what I was going to do before I started looking for scholarship.
And you're trained, aren't you?
Yes.
Trained opera singer. Beautiful. Hi, Teuta. Great to meet you. Thanks very much for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
Where are you originally from, Teuta?
Originally, I'm from Albania, but I'm Swiss also.
All right.
So, I studied singing in my country. I sang since I was young, and after in Switzerland, I studied at the conservatory. So we have worked hard to be here. It's not you see what we are doing on the stage, but really it's hard work, a lot of work, and you have to work systematically every day if you want to be on the top.
Of course.
We have a lot of work again. Now it's not
all right.
better.
Beautiful. I'm glad to hear that. Now, what brought you or what brings you to Nigeria? Why did you choose Nigeria? Like you mentioned, you have a rich heritage, Albania, Switzerland. Why Nigeria?
Well, personally, I'm living here since 2 years. Okay. And we met together with Joseph, last year. And I saw that he has done a lot of production of comic opera, with La Donizetti, La Fille du Régiment, Elisée d'Amour, etc. And I asked him, why not to do a romantic opera? Bring the public here to feel love and hate and all of.
Lovely. That's excellent. We're really glad about that. So there's an opera stage performance coming up, La Bohème, and I'm excited. So finally you've yielded and you're doing something something more emotional than comic. Could you tell us a little bit about it, please?
Okay, the La Bohème is about, majorly about 4 friends who are poor, but they're happy with their lives. And I'm singing one of those roles, which is Rodolfo, and eventually Mimi from nowhere, who's a neighbor. That's Mimi, who's a neighbor. She came in to light candle. Her candle got...
don't tell us the full story.
Yeah, of course. They fell in love when they fell in love, and so many other things happened on stage. And
I'm excited.
It's good, but we have not only love, we have hate also.
And anger.
So there's a lot of
emotional shift, yes.
And we know that one of the ways to express emotion is through music, particularly opera music.
Sure.
All right, so when is this happening?
On the 22nd of April,
all right,
Sunday.
Next Sunday at Ajipola.
Ajipola.
In Muzon.
What time is it?
6 p.m.
Just one show?
One show. For
And people, it's ticketed, isn't it?
Sure.
Where can people get their tickets from?
You can get tickets from muzon.org or AfriTickets.
All right.
Or they also can get a ticket from Quintessence, Jazzle, Orpheus Music, wherever they can find them.
All right, so get your tickets at these places. We hope we would mention them again before the end of the show. But let's talk about what it takes to put on a production such as La Boheme. How long do you practice for? What are the challenges, difficulties you encounter? But first of all, let's start with how long you practice for. Let me ask Nicolet.
For this production, we took, though it was not, we didn't have a lot of time, voilà, but since 2 months, we are really working hard every day at home, and then with the rehearsals and with the chorus, etc. And we are here here to present our production, but we are not alone because behind of us there are a lot of people who are helping, supporting us, and also who will contribute also to put this all together.
I was going to come to that, financing. Now, we know that the art suffers quite a bit in Nigeria when it comes to people investing in it. We have many people who have an appreciation of the art, but unfortunately, it's not as widely appreciated as it is in other countries. So how do you get to finance stage plays like this? Is it through ticket sales? Do you have sponsorship? How do you, because 2 months, it means you have to hire the halls, you have to pay the people who are coming. How do you finance this project?
Okay, I think the first thing is to identify what you want to do, and you approach people, which the Consulate General of Switzerland, they did a lot of work on that, and also they got so many sponsorship. And also one of the biggest sponsors we have also is Museum, who gave the hall for free.
Oh, lovely.
And also that's part of their contribution. They had a lot of collaboration with the Switzerland consulates, and it's not easy to get that, but I'm sure she can say more about that. She knows what
and the Swiss enterprises, companies who are here since years, they were ready to support this kind of event, and I would like to thank everybody who said yes to this opportunity. Voilà.
Lovely. Now, what are the challenges you encounter in preparing or planning for such a project like this in Nigeria?
Okay. The challenge is we're working with, we have about 32 casts, people who are going to sing on stage.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's huge. And a lot of coachings coming on from there and there. And some of them don't have, they didn't study opera. Most of them studied music. Do you understand? And this looks like a new thing, which we have been involved in since 2015, kind of all the production we've been doing. So they are also growing, we are growing together and all those. So the biggest challenge in them, understanding the language. Then, because it's going to be sung in Italian with English translation on the projector. Yeah. So that's one. Then the music is also different from what
people are used to.
Yes, yes. So those are the few challenges.
The challenges, well, they sound exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they like. If you come and hear the rehearsals, during the rehearsals, everybody's happy to work, to sing. Yes. It's really amazing to see the people that they are
That's lovely.
all together for one thing.
Lovely. Now, with regards to looking at an opera singer, what makes an opera singer? You just talked about the fact that you've had to go to school to train to be an opera singer, and also that there's a difference when you study music and when you study opera. What are the qualities of an opera singer? What do you have to have?
Okay, the first thing for you to be an opera singer, you have to have a very matured vocal cords. It's not majorly for very young singers. Even if the role you're playing is for a young role, maybe 19, and you have to come of age of that. And does
that have to do with your biological age as well?
Yes, that's biological age. Yes,
oh, wow.
Yes.
So
yes.
only older people sing?
Yes, kind of. Not very old people.
Okay.
We are not so
old. You're young.
But anyway.
Then also the training, you have to do certain things. I mean, at least you have to try to get masters in opera, or you get masters in performance, or whichever one. Then it also, your languages, especially the musical languages, which are commonly like the Italian, French, German then English, then you have to really be good in this, not necessarily speaking them. Yeah. But we have a system what we call IPA, which is International Phonetic Alphabet, which you use to pronounce any language, then you have to also understand what you're singing.
This is important thing,
Yeah.
to understand what we are, because if not,
so that the people will follow
they
you.
will not follow you, they
Yeah,
will not follow the
exactly.
message that which the
Yeah.
composer or the librettist wanted to
at least to
explain
follow with the
Voilà.
story.
Yeah, sure.
Now, brilliant. We'll come back to this discussion, and of course, we're still looking forward to seeing you perform live on Hello Nigeria.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love am.